right, y'all. Back with another episode, but I had to bring someone very special, someone that I just definitely wanted to get on the show for about 2 years now, probably. Maybe. Let's see, how can I say this? Entrepreneur, DJ, announcer. What am I forgetting? Because I know you got a lot of tricks to the trade. You do. Like Commentator, yeah. Just been getting it for the last few years. Over a decade now, I would say.
Close to it, yeah.
Close to it. All right. Tiffany, MC guest, is on the episode of Access Code. Before we get started with anything, I just want to let you know how much I am proud of you. You have been getting it, just seeing you shine, seeing you glow, just out from the distance and everything. And then, yo, I'm getting excited when I see like the rodeo calendar stuff on Facebook, Instagram, and everything like that. But I just wanted to let you know how much I'm proud of you and everything, because we go way back.
Yeah.
And man, it's been crazy that you've been like really getting it whatever you do, whatever you touch. So I just wanted to say that and everything.
Thank you. Same to you.
I
enjoy the Access Code. Keep doing your thing, Cody.
Yeah, I'm trying. But so as I've been knowing Tiffany for a long time, I only knew her just it's Tiffany. But then, when did Tiffany become MC guest? Like, let's start with that.
Officially MC guest.
Yeah.
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to do math right now, but no, but for real, like that's what's up. So you got like your own trademark, your own brand, and everything. I see it everywhere. Going to the barbershop, see the stickers and all that. The calendars. I'm gonna get to that in a little bit, but yeah, you've been really getting it. It really just been bringing a lot of traction to Oklahoma rodeos, and that's one thing I love because it's like, dang, okay, everywhere, and I love that.
Thank you.
But when did you get your start, like, actually doing the rodeo stuff?
Doing the rodeo stuff, I feel like, so I've always been a country girl. So, after my brother, pretty much graduated, I don't remember the year. I want to say around 2013 is when I started getting involved in the rodeos.
Okay.
And sitting in the rodeos and just, like, hearing the music. Like, different rodeos have different music directors. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be that music director. I'm like, I could turn this thing up a little bit, And so...
Get a little bit more live.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've noticed that because I'm not going to front. I won't feel bad if any rodeo people watching this, and I'm not trying to go at anybody, so I'm just going to be straight. But I remember for a long time when I would go to Cowboys of Color, and I would just be like, yo, just a little bit more up would be, would kind of liven it up a little bit. Because it was a time period where it really wasn't, it was like good, then it kind of like slowed down a little bit, then it got back up like years later. And it was that time I was just like thinking that. So you wanting to do that is actually pretty awesome because you know exactly what the people want to hear and get everybody kind of more interested in going to rodeos, not just the walk out, in the outside area, but then like actually enjoying the rodeo itself. But you also have gotten some great advice from Marcous Friday, the voice of Oklahoma Black Rodeo. So how did that relationship start? And, tell me what's the best thing he's ever told you, like best advice he's ever given you.
So, Mr. Friday, he was very, he wants to know that you're determined and that you're going to continue to work and you're just not out here just trying to do something. Like, he's not going to work with somebody that's not about their business. So, It took a while to get on board with Mr. Friday. A word from, Music Man telling him, yeah, she's good, whatever, whatever. And
shout out to
me working, me working with Ramon and just different little endeavors. So,
right.
The best advice that he's given me is whether it's 5 or 5,000, you're going to give them the same show. Like, it doesn't matter how many are in the crowd. You're getting paid to come do this job and do your job.
Okay. And so, did you start traveling with him, like, to the Bill Pickett's immediately, or did it take some time for that to happen?
It took some time. So, he's been traveling with the Bill Pickett before me. He actually wasn't, like, he's the, resident, announcer now. The official announcer for the Bill Pickett.
I think Sam was doing it, I want to say.
The white guy.
Yeah.
So, Marcous is getting ready to retire, so he can rodeo more. He can travel more. So, he's their announcer now, and I want to say after their show in Las Vegas, they had a commentator there. They were on CBS for the first time, like the first time.
The
Black
Juneteenth,
Rodeo.
yeah. Well, it was they filmed aired it on Juneteenth, but it was the week before. I remember that now.
Okay. Yeah, they had a commentator there, and they enjoyed her, and so they were looking for somebody that looked like them to do it. And their general manager, Weefus Titus, he saw me in Omuggy doing that job, and he was like, "Hey, I want to get you on that Bill Pickett," and I interned, and it worked out. And from there, they needed a music director as well. So now I do the music director and the commentating for the Bill Pickett Association.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So when you are doing it, because I feel like I need to know from your point of view, when you're up there doing the music and then events over with, then you get to interview, do you really running around like... Boom?
Literally running. I'm looking like I'm closing my rings. Yes.
Because I remember watching it, I'm thinking like, well, I know she's doing the music, now she's doing the interview, now she's in the crowd, which is great because you were really like into it, but then it's like, damn, I know there ain't no breaks in the rodeo. Like, this is not cut next scene type shit stuff. Right. Excuse me. And so we can cuss on the show, but I want to be respectful and everything. Okay. But now I'm thinking like, dang, you've been really good at this. So I'm like, okay, that is what's up. Yeah. And so now, do you go to all the Bill Pickets now, or do you just kind of just like the ones you could be able to make?
Yeah, they made me their official DJ, okay. So music director. So I'm
everywhere.
So
in LA, you in Oakland and what?
Well, Oakland and then LA, yeah, and Atlanta, DC, yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you right now, I really wish that this would have been just like maybe a couple years like prior to when I was going to Bill Pickett's and stuff, and I'm like, hey, it would be kind of cool to have somebody that also like traveling at the same thing and everything. Because I've been to the con years with Atlanta. I think I may have went to Memphis back a long time ago. I can't remember now.
Was your dad taking pictures there?
Yeah, he did it. He did it 2007 because he did when they first did the Denver one, the Martin Luther King Day Rodeo. Mm-hmm. So he first did that for 2 years. Then he did Atlanta. Did we go to any middle? I don't know if we did any middle, but we did do the finals. That's when they first had that South Point. That was different for me. But it was good though, because it was, like we literally were selling pictures from like the hotel room because we couldn't be outside with the truck and everybody go out there. It was crazy. So yeah. Now, one thing else I've been seeing, well, from last year, I want to say, is when you was on GMA for the Trailblazers Woman Series and everything. How'd that come about?
Honestly, I mean, I think UPS threw the pitch.
Okay.
We did something for Father's Day with my dad, and when they threw the pitch, they were like, hey, we want her. So it was nice. It was a blessing.
And then, so when seeing you on TV, and then they were talking about the truck set. What do you call it? The
truck driver.
Yes, thank you. So you was already doing that prior to them even interviewing you, right? And then this was the first time that you had won. Mm-hmm. So ever since then, like, when the competitions be happening?
So they usually happen once a year. It's like June. We already competed this year. I competed against like 17 FedEx drivers. This year, they're coming for me. So I gotta get back practicing. I really didn't take home anything this year, but next year,
Next year, all right. We got it on camera. So next year, because you're gonna have to show off that trophy. Whatever you get, that's what's up. But also like the fact that you got to do that, and then because even my mom called me and was like, "Hey, I remember her from Buffalo's," and then just when she watched it and everything, then I had shared the link just because it was like, this is so cool to see you on television. What's so crazy? I don't remember the last time me and you actually like been in the same room.
I know.
I've seen you on GMA. On Ride Pass, on what else? I even saw you like in a little cameo that was the movie Bull. Is it called Bull?
Riding Legacy.
Well, no, I know Riding Legacy. The one they had about.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like in the back. I
think it was Bull. The one that when they came to Omuggy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I was like, I see it, and everything. But I'm like, damn, I've been seeing you everywhere more than for that, but then
in person. I know we used to see each other like every day.
Yeah, we used to work with each other. in Buffalo and MOK. It's no longer there. But I will say for all the jobs I've had, and I really have many. I just, I'll be at places for a long time. But I will say that was the most fun I've ever had. I'm like not even playing. I met my wife there, so yeah, crazy part and everything. But how long you been working for now? Because we've been working with each other at Buffalo, but then you also been working at UPS. How long you been doing that?
13 years.
13. Yeah. What year was that? Never mind.
I was there at the same time.
About the same time. So, actually, let me tell you this real quick. There was a period of time where I didn't realize you was doing both, and then you wasn't there for like weeks, and I kind of was like, kind of sad. Because you would like be there, and then one day you showed up, I was like, I ain't seen you in like forever at that time. Funny enough, full circle. But how long you been? What's the best part of working for UPS?
The best part is probably the customers, like just customer relations.
Okay.
Yeah, they are top tier. They don't play about me on my route. They take care of me. Yeah, I don't really want for anything out there.
And then, so are you planning on being there until you retire, or just like?
Yeah, I want an early retirement though. I want to eventually do rodeos,
Oh, I got you. So you also come up with the idea of the rodeo calendar. Mm-hmm. And so what made you come up with that? Because I would say this is something new to me when I've seen it, not even just Oklahoma rodeos, it's like Mississippi and Texas and all that. So did everybody get in contact with you like, hey, you should be doing this? Or was it just like, hey, I'm going to do this and I'm going to just reach out to people for it?
Well, honestly, Miss O'Gwen, she had one before me. And I heard there was one before her too, but she had like I can't remember the name of it. It was like a roundup or I forgot the name of her calendar. But she was the one that got all the information together and put it out there to the cowboys and cowgirls. And we just had it going around in our circuit. Okay. Well, after she, got a little older and was just like, hey, I'm pretty much done doing the calendar or whatever, I reached out to her and, got her blessings to start my own.
Okay.
And she did. Yeah, she
did.
That's dope. Yeah. So I pretty much went from her layout of like all of the bill pickets and the, they all had the names and numbers on them. So I took that information and started
and then transferred it over. But then you have it more alive because you got the pictures, the color scheme with the red and black and everything was just, which is like, for me, like if I'm not like into something like that, by seeing that, it makes you want to kind of bring you into it. So I think you did a good job. Yeah, you did a good job with that. Because I think I don't know. Well, actually, do people have to order that from you, or you just happen to be passing them out? Because I need some. That's why I'm asking.
At the rodeos, I'm pretty much out for the year. Okay. But like the first couple rodeos, I try to have it ready to go and sell them. I'm thinking next year, I'm gonna just hand them out. Like I'm gonna charge the people that are on the calendar. Like if you want to promote your rodeo on this calendar, just throw me something, and then I want to give it out free to the patrons because I want you guys to come to the rodeo. I don't want you guys. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And so the thought process, but that's good and everything. So also because I mentioned it earlier, you also DJ. Was this a hidden talent that I never knew about, or did you kind of like learn this as being a music director? Yeah. Well,
honestly, I used to. My dad brought this up one day, and I was like, "You're right." I used to do music for our basketball games. Like I would be over the playlist for the girls, and then after the girls' game, I would run, change, and do the music for the guys.
Okay.
Like I've always been like into music or want to run it or whatever. So nice. After I started with the rodeos or whatever, I talked to Music Man. I'm like, hey man, I need some help. Like I need to, cause he's older and he knows more older music. I'm like, I need music, I need this, I need that. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, I need you to go do this wedding for me. I'm like, a wedding? I don't know how to do a wedding. And he was like, it's pretty much like a rodeo. So that's how I got.
That's a good way of putting it. No, he got a point. Because I was going to even ask you, like, what is the song that everybody just like, this is the one everybody just be jamming around and all that type of stuff?
It depends on the environment.
I get that because it's just like whatever's hot or that old 2000 song or whatever like that. But that's a good point. It is like a rodeo. Yeah. Funny enough, because I remember one time my dad and I had to actually shoot it was Ramon's wedding. This was years ago, like 2006. And it's different, I will say, because I'm more just like the action shots and everything. I'm just like, I don't know what I could do with this, but I'm going to just try. I was in high school, so yeah, it works that way. But now that's what's up. And then, because I noticed that you've been like DJing at like Cornish and everything like that. And having, and then you be having those parties at like Ice Event Center and all that.
Well, I used to do Trappy Hour when Trappy Hour first started. We used to battle. I used to battle against the guys and stuff, so yeah, it was
Did you
fun.
win those battles?
I say I know for sure I won the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But let's get into this because you mentioned about writing legacy and everything. Beautiful film. Shout out to Cayenne and Nicole and Video Hero. That was super wonderful. I'm so happy that actually made me really like, oh, I got to get back into getting back into the rodeos and stuff like that. But I seen you in the film, which I enjoyed. I'm like, yes, I'm hoping that she's in this film. And then you had mentioned something. Now, you can tell me this. You had a dream about doing your own rodeo, and this is really about to happen.
Yeah.
This is really about to happen. But before we get into that, like, how was it, like, when they interviewed and everything, like, did you know that what you were about to be saying literally about to come true, like, within a year from that point?
I mean, not within a year, but I knew it was going to happen. Like, I've been, praying and waiting, and hey, I'm out the way.
So when was the moment that you knew, hey, this rodeo is like really official? Like everything that you got going, like arenas and all that. Like when did you know that it was gonna be official? I
honestly didn't. Like I just pretty much like every year when I put my calendar together, I see that there's holes in the calendar. But it just so worked out this year, Marcous Friday. He had an opening on July 29th, and so did I. Slick happens every year on that July 29th.
I remember Slick.
And, I usually don't go to that rodeo. I don't know why. I think I maybe went one time. And so I was like, we need to have something closer at home. So
yeah, because I went to Slick once, too. And all I'm going to tell y'all is, one thing they mentioned in the film, if you haven't seen Riding Legacy, I'm sure they got some more like dates coming up to go see it. Definitely go check that out for real. But they mentioned something about the Pony Express, and they talk about how like everybody, sometimes nobody likes losing, so they get in the competition. That was the first time when I went. This was when I was a kid, and somebody tried to drug somebody else's horse after losing in the Pony Express.
Really?
Yeah. It was new to me because I just remember everybody started fighting, and I didn't know why. And then someone kind of like was in the little midst of thing, came back, was like, yeah, somebody tried to drug his horse after they lost and stuff like that. So I only went to Slick once and never go to. It's like cool. But,
it is cool.
Yeah, but now it's cool that you're about to be throwing your own rodeo, Legacy Rodeo, the 29th. Mm-hmm. The 29th is gonna be live. I cannot wait because I'm planning on going myself. Charisma's thinking about coming with me and everything. So, but no, this is so cool that you are really about to have your own rodeo for real. Yeah. So, are you doing the announcing, or is it Marcous and then you or anybody else?
Yeah, so I hired Marcous. Marcous will be my announcer, my official announcer. Of course, I'll come in on the rear with him, as well as with the music. Okay. If I could get, maybe I might have another DJ out there. We'll see. But I'll be like pretty much running it and running in the announcer stand. So I'll pretty much be all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go back to something earlier when we said about the rodeo and the wedding. This is probably gonna be like for the before you get married. This is gonna be like your wedding because you're gonna be going everywhere for real. It's almost like you ain't even gonna have time to enjoy your own cake, but it's the fact that it's gonna be a success. Is this the arena off the highway?
Yes.
Okay, is it outdoor or indoor?
Yeah, outdoor.
Okay, so I do know the arena.
Yeah, so there's an indoor facility right next to it, the expo center. Yeah, we'll be in the outdoor.
Outdoor, okay. It's a good arena too, because I remember I came back from Texas in April, and as I passed, I was like, are we in person? That might be the arena. I don't know. I'm going to ask her. Yeah. This before I knew I was going to interview you and everything. But no, this is so cool. So y'all, for real, the 29th of July, because we're going to make sure this gets out before. It's going to obviously be out before that. But definitely make sure you do that. Go to the Legacy Rodeo. It's exciting. And I like the color scheme of the poster you got, like the
Tiffany blue.
Yeah, Tiffany blue. Because here's the thing, y'all. I kind of was like, yo, How lucky that you gotta have the Tiffany blue, the guest as in the guest thing. It's dope. So I love that.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna get into a couple of games here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Why am I get scared when the games come up?
I love games, but what kind of game?
Okay, it's gonna be the 5 W's: who, what, when, why. And I don't do. Actually, I don't know why I say why. I don't do whys over here. I'm gonna always make sure I always mention that. We're gonna do would. So I'm gonna ask that, and then another one's just basically that or this or that or stuff like that. So for the who is your celebrity crush?
I don't think I really have one right now. I used to say what's his name? Day Day from Friday.
Mike Epps.
Yes, he's so funny.
Oh,
he's so funny.
That's a first.
Yeah,
it's a first. Okay.
I don't know. I really don't have one.
You really don't
outside of him.
Okay. What is your favorite rodeo?
My favorite rodeo is, of course, the longest African American running rodeo ever, the Omuggy Rodeo.
Well, I already know the answer to one of my other questions a little later on. I'm still asking though. Yeah, that's a good one. So I do thank you for like taking your time to even be like interviewed and plus because you be working, UPS, you got rodeos and all that. So when's the last time you had a self-care day for yourself? Like you're not doing anything else but just taking time for yourself.
I want to say. I can't tell you, but I do incorporate self-care like somewhere in my weekends that I don't rodeo, at least like a portion of it. But
making sure.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Where is the best place you ever traveled to?
The best place that I enjoy, like as far as like recreation or ever?
Yeah.
I like Jamaica a lot.
You went to Jamaica?
Yeah, I like
that's
that.
dope.
Before COVID, I haven't been since COVID, so I don't know what it's like.
I haven't been out of the country since COVID, but yeah, that's crazy. That's what's up. All right, so for your birthday, would you rather receive cash or gifts?
That's tough. I enjoy great gift givers.
Okay.
So I would say a gift, because, yeah.
Okay. And your birthday, like what, around Labor Day?
Yeah, September 18th.
What is that, Virgo or Libra?
Virgo.
Ugh, Virgo. I'm playing. Actually, let me tell you right now. Actually, Virgo women are dope. Because everybody, like, some people, women that I know that are actual Virgos are, like, the coolest people. So, y'all cool. Y'all cool. Yeah. All right, we're going to get into that and this now. Basically, she already answered this question. I'm still asking. Omuggy or Bowling?
Omuggy.
Omuggy. All right.
It's a tight race.
Legacies. Both,
Yeah.
Yeah, just that. Burgers and tacos.
Tacos.
Family or close friends?
Family.
Country music or today's hip hop?
Country.
Spend money or save money?
Let's save.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
TV series or a movie?
Series.
You binge watcher?
Yes.
That. Yeah. Cash App or PayPal?
PayPal. Cash App is tricky right now.
Well, it ain't happened to mine. Hope not. But,
yeah, mine either. I don't think. I ain't checked it.
Girlfriends or guy friends?
Guy friends. I work at UPS.
Oh, you do? Yeah, that makes sense.
But I love my girlfriend, so both. Can I have both?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
This your answer, yeah. Do you like to drive fast or drive slow?
Oh, just in between.
In between?
Yeah.
I'm that person. Like, I'll be mad at somebody be like speeding, like, okay. But then,
I know.
But then you see the slow drive, you like, come on. Like, I'm trying to get somewhere. It's always that. Yeah, and everything. Let me ask you this, real quick. Because I seen you on the Rap Pass when you interview all the Cowboys after, like, whoever wins or whoever. Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast? Because I feel like you will be, like, you will flourish in it.
So, Marcous Friday actually brought that to my attention that we would probably do a great podcast about rodeo events and stuff.
Right. I got the connections.
Yeah, I got to talk to my guy, Jakayan. He's with Oklahoma Cowboys. I think we could make some shake. Okay.
So, if that happens, I'm gonna be tuning in for real because that's something going on. So, Now, with everything else you got going on, do you have any other events that we should be looking out for before you, even after the Legacy Rodeo or anything like that?
Okay, so first of all, rodeo calendar, so I'm gonna come with it. Okay. Let's see. Next weekend we'll be in Oakland, and then the week after, here in Oklahoma, they'll be having the East Side.
The 15th.
Yeah, July 15th. It'll be like their 60-something annual rodeo on the Oklahoma City Spencer area, Dungy. Okay. And then the 22nd will be in Turley with Steve Reger. He'll be having his dad's legendary rodeo, Sydney Reger legendary rodeo. I think it's like his 12th annual, and then of course 68th annual Omuggy Rodeo. The second weekend in August, $25 wristbands for the whole weekend. There'll be the August 11th and the 12th. August 11th, we will actually be having an announcer showcase. So Marcous Friday has a class that he does. This is his third annual class that will be held that Friday morning, and that Friday evening. We'll all each have the announcers in the class.
Everybody gets their turn.
We'll get our own event to announce. And
that's so dope.
Yeah, so I need the crowd behind me. I got to win this. So I got to get that book.
It's a competition too?
Yes, it's a competition.
I did not know this.
Yes.
That is a good idea. Because here's the thing, y'all. No matter what rodeo, Saturdays are always the best day. However, Friday, normally it's it's not as loud, but y'all doing that, it's actually a good idea. So, for real, okay. So, y'all make sure, if y'all watching this, I don't know if I should say that because I don't want nobody screen record this part, and then it was like, see, it was rigged, something like that.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so, last thing I want to ask you is, you know how everybody will be like, we see yourself in 5 years, we see yourself in 10 years and everything. So, over here on Access Code, I like to ask, we see yourself in 2 years?
In 2 years, I see myself doing more rodeos. I want to have the Legacy Rodeo, but then I would like to expand into maybe 2 or 3 rodeos a year, producing them. Okay. So we're gonna get that happening for real. Hey, just off subject. Give me a number from 0 to 10. 10. All right, because you wore the OU hat. That's how many games they losing this season. So Stop it.
I'll play. I had to get that in because you wore the hat, so I'm like, well, we just go ahead and do that. But thank you, Tiffany, for being on this week's episode of Access Code Podcast. And we cannot wait till Legacy Rodeo, the end of this month, y'all. So this is gonna be out way before then, hopefully. So.
Thank you for having me, Cody.
Of course. I gotta have you on because you've been working really hard, and I need the people that is really doing it on this podcast, and you're definitely one of them and everything like that. But y'all, I have to make sure I say this because I didn't say it last time. Well, I did, but forgive me. I love you guys. I truly do. Thank you once again to Tiffany for being on this week's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time.